Hi there, it's Emma from Pal. I wanted to just jump on today and say hi. Hope you're having an awesome day, or as awesome as it can be. As I discussed before, I don't think every day can be absolutely awesome, but we just work towards that with our little steps, and we'll get there and at least enjoy the awesome when it is awesome. But I was thinking today about my very first client, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about her and the changes that I've seen in her. So my very first client is someone I know really well, and she's what you'd call a high achiever. So all through school, she'd been a good girl, she'd studied hard, she'd got good grades, always did well, was popular, had lots of friends, and that sort of pretty much continued for her. She met a boy and fell in love. She travelled the world, and she bought a house, and she made babies, and had a really successful career, kept getting promoted and doing all of her power suit stuff in the corporate world. She was very much in a man's world and coped wonderfully in it, and pretty much on paper was the epitome of urban success, as we coined the phrase. Now, the thing is, everyone would look at her and think she had what would, could be classed as a perfect life. And as I said, on paper, that's what it looked like. People were envious, and people wanted to be able to do all the things she'd done and to achieve all the things she'd done. But the thing I noticed in her is that all this striving and pushing hadn't actually made her happy. She had lots of happy moments, of course, but there was something that had begun to break away, and she no longer seemed to embody that, or she didn't seem to have that glow anymore, that joy in her. She looked increasingly tired. She was increasingly teary. Her lists got bigger and bigger, controlling every situation. And eventually she kind of broke, I guess. And it was really, really sad to see. It was hard to witness seeing someone feel like that or be like that. But with lots of encouragement and gentleness and kindness to herself, and lots of looking at her perceptions of what she thought was creating a happy world for herself, and being able to identify what actually made her happy and what would continue to make her happy, we started to notice a change. Things like becoming more aware of the moment and living in the moment rather than just striving for the future, and being more aware of what was going on in her own head, meant that it's now nice to see someone who's come out the other side, and to see that all of those little changes and all of those things that she tried actually have led to her making some significant changes in her life, some not so significant, some very, very minor changes, but all of which have added up to seeing my dear friend being much more content and happy, joyous, and she's got her glow back. And I don't think she mind me saying, because she is such a close friend, is my very first client was me. And that's what I want to share with people, is that if me, as my first client, could help me get out of the hole that I'd got in, that to be able to do that for someone else is just the most awesome thing I can do for anyone. If I can just give someone that little change of perception of how they're looking at their own lives and help them out of that hole, then I'll be a happy, happy lady. And yeah, that's it for today. I hope you don't mind it was talking about myself, but I just wanted to share that with you. Have an awesome afternoon, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.